Imagine that your thoughts can create your reality. This is not just a guess. Quantum physics claims that it is true. For example, imagine a person who thinks every day about becoming an artist. At first, they start drawing for themselves, then share their work with others, and eventually their paintings begin to be exhibited in galleries. Their thoughts about their future help them achieve success. Watch this video to the end to learn exactly how you can use this power. What is a human made of? Imagine that our body is a huge city. Cells are like buildings that construct and maintain this city. These buildings are made of bricks, molecules. Molecules, in turn, are made of even smaller bricks, atoms. If we look inside atoms, we find particles such as protons, neutrons, and electrons. But what is even deeper? What are subatomic particles made of? Energy? Not exactly. They are not just made of energy. They are energy. Energy that vibrates like musical notes in a symphony. Everything around us is energy, and we are also part of this vast energy field. Our thoughts are also energy that can influence the world around us. When we focus on something, we first imagine it in our mind, and then it starts to become real. Have you heard the saying that everything in this world is created at least twice, first in the mind and then in reality? Look around. Every object, houses, cars, clothes, was first an idea born in someone's mind. For example, Apple started as an idea that Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak brought to life by building computers in a garage. Now it is one of the largest companies in the world. Think about what you could create first in your mind and then bring to life. It could be anything, a project you've dreamed of or an item you want to create. Everything starts with a thought. What dreams are you ready to turn into reality? One of the key principles of abundance thinking is realizing that you can direct this energy to create everything you need. It's not magic. It's science that shows us that consciousness affects matter. Thoughts create things. For example, Walt Disney once said, "If you can dream it, you can do it." He used abundance thinking to create an entire empire, starting with just an idea. This shows how the power of thought and determination can turn dreams into reality. To understand how abundance thinking works, let's turn to the famous double-slit experiment and explain its essence in a simplified form. Imagine you are throwing a ball into a basket. If you just throw it without paying attention, the ball can go anywhere. But if you decide to watch where it goes, it almost magically starts changing its trajectory to make it into the basket. This explains the essence of the double-slit experiment, where a particle behaves differently depending on whether it is being observed or not. When we pay attention to something, it starts to change. Our thoughts, like that ball, can change the direction of events when we give them enough focus. When we concentrate on something, our thoughts begin to influence our behavior and actions, which in turn changes what happens around us. When we focus on something, we direct our energy there, and what we focus on begins to manifest in our lives. The more we focus on something, the more energy it receives. Like a ray of sunlight passing through a magnifying glass and igniting a fire, our thoughts can spark change. For example, many successful athletes use visualization to achieve their goals. They imagine winning competitions, and this helps them achieve real success. And when we believe in our well-being, we create the space where this well-being can manifest. You may have heard of the law of attraction, which states that we attract what we think about. But it's more than just wanting something. Scientific research in the field of neuroplasticity shows that our brain changes depending on what we focus on. Neuroplasticity is the brain's ability to reorganize itself by creating new neural connections when we learn or change our thinking. The more we think positively, the stronger the neural connections related to positivity and abundance become. Change your thoughts, and you change your world. This quote by Norman Vincent Peale perfectly captures the power of our mindset. When we shift our perspective, we set off a ripple effect that transforms our entire reality. Our thoughts literally shape the world around us. A conscious focus on what you truly desire activates the laws of physics and the power of your mind, helping those desires come to life. Let's take the first step. Start noticing the abundance that already surrounds you, and soon you'll see how your life begins to change. Don't forget to subscribe, as we have many more interesting topics ahead about how to use the law of attraction and positive thinking to achieve success and well-being. Now watch this video about the law of attraction. It will inspire you to take action and help you make the first step.